Hi everyone, welcome to another week in review. It is Saturday, December 23rd, 2023. We're like 8 days away. No, wait, am I counting right? We're 8 days away towards the end of the year. Can you believe it? Like, this year went by so fast. So much has happened. OMG. But we're still alive. Some of us deal with, depression. But we're still here. So I'm just going to come with you with some numbers of COVID, because I always do that because we're still in the midst of it, unfortunately. But this is just the situation. It is what it is. So according to the World Health Organization website, their dashboard has changed. In terms of the number of cases, cumulative cases around the world is 772,838,745 reported cases. Reported of COVID-19 cases. In terms of the country who is accounted for these cases, we're just going to focus on home and here in the United States of America. We got the most cases by 103.4 million. And I did not know that China is second behind us. Then it's India. So the top countries with the most cases is, of course, the United States of America. Unfortunately, we leading in something. Then it's China. China has 99.3. India has 45 million. France have 39 million. Brazil has 37.5 million. And the Republic of Korea has 34.6 million. Hey, Kay. In terms of the fatality toll, cumulative, of course, the United States have 1.1 million people that succumb to this virus, followed by Brazil at 702.1 million, India at 533.3 million, Russia 400,000.8, Mexico 333.9 million. That's 335,000 people. 335,000 people. So, and the reported fatality toll is 6.9. Almost 7 million people has succumbed to this virus. Jesus. So once again, just repeating the numbers of COVID, it's literally logistically here, according to the World Health Organization. There is 772,838,745,000 cases of COVID. Of course, the United States is number one with the leading cases of 103.4 million, followed by the fatality toll overall is 6.9 million. To be exact, is 6,988,679. with the United States leading in the fatality toll of 1.1 million. So, with only 70% of the population here in the United States vaccinated, keep in mind, we're 4.2% of the world's population, but we have the most cases and the most fatality tolls and not really the highest vaccination rate. There's something wrong with that. And of course, we keep listening to mixed messaging from simpleton ass Republican white men and some dumbass black men and some dumbass people on a whole that think they know science and think that this is a hoax and this is like the flu and just go away. No, this is deadlier. This is deadlier than influenza. And that's a fact. But overall, this COVID-19 is not finished with us. It's not done. There's other trifectas of stuff. And according to the Daily News, there's going to be a surge in COVID and flu for the holidays. So as you gather, folks, please Get vaccinated. That's the number one thing. Get your booster. I'm going to be calling to get my booster. And wear a mask. I see only a few people doing it myself. My mom does an N95. I do a surgical and a other face covering, because I do two. I like to do two in the wintertime because it be cold as shit. And plus, like, it protects you from getting a cold. And just get vaccinated, people. Social distance. We forgot about that. I do that. I still do that. And hand sanitizer. Wash your freaking hands when you come inside the door in your house, no matter where you live. So remember that. Yeah, no one listens. Yo, I'm not even a nurse. And I paid attention to the nurses, the epidemiologists, the black epidemiologists, and the brown epidemiologists who have educated us through this virus. I have listened. And I still listen to them. I follow like one or two follow me back. I retweet her stuff all the time. Shout out to Ebony J. Hilton for always keeping the public informed. Listen to her. She knows what she's talking about. So, on to other things, because I'm not going to be that long. So, as 2023 is about to wrap up, some interesting things happen in our politics. For one, the GOP has took over the House. And since their takeover of the House, they have not been getting anything done. The only thing they have gotten done, but with the help of Democrats, is not shutting down the government as much as half of their caucus wanted to. Right? Another positive thing they have done, but they waited so long, expelling George Santos, the New York State 3rd Congressional, I'm jacking that up, that congressman from the New York State's 3rd Congressional District. They let him go. And Kevin Owen McCarthy, who was a speaker for only 269 days after being casted out based on his own rule, has stepped out and basically retired from Congress. So yeah, those interesting things happen. So the GOP has taken over the House with no legislative accomplishments except not shutting down the government, and that's with the help of Democrats. Expelling George Santos. And Kevin Owen McCarthy, who has been speaker for 269 days and, decided that, he's going to retire after being ousted based on his own rule. So, yeah, Republicans are looking at a future that's not too bleak. And they voted for the worst speaker, the most unqualified man to be the speaker of the House of Representatives, who can't even negotiate with the other side. Because you don't want to tiptoe over the knuckleheads that he agreed with in his party. Yeah. That's what the Republican Party is. It's not the party of Lincoln. Even though Lincoln was not great himself. It's not the party of Eisenhower. Definitely not the party of Ronald Reagan. It's the party of that bum from Jamaica Estates. And they're going to lose 2024. Because also what they have done is impeach Joe Biden based off his dealings, which is been evidence that he has nothing to do with his son did. Back then with his businesses. The GOP is looking to lose This was the dumbest shit that they ever done. Why would you impeach somebody based off what their son did with no evidence of him being involved of his son's dealings? Has Hunter made mistakes over in his life? Absolutely. Like any other normal human being. But did he account for all the things that he done? Was he held accountable? Absolutely. Because no one's above the law. However, these same knuckleheads in the GOP, these Tea Party folks who is now just extreme MAGA Republicans, you know, are just so hell-bent because their dear leader legit lost the race, and tried to fight every tooth and nail, which he's now facing criminal charges of what the hell he has done on January 6, 2021. So, yeah. But the Republicans are looking at a bleak future because it's about to be a wrap. They have not passed any meaningful legislation. They have not done anything to uplift the American people. If anything, they made it harder for the American people. And because of their taking over the House, it's the reason why people still got to pay back their student loans, right? Thank God for the SAVE plan, because they try to kill that too. So to all of my so-called Democratic friends, and I say so-called Democratic friends because some of you same knuckleheads are out here talking about, I'm not voting for Joe Biden because of this, and I'm not voting for Joe Biden because of that. Let me tell you something. The two old guys, yeah, one on the Democratic side and one on the Republican side is going to be the nominee. Nimrod is not going to be the nominee for her party. And Marianne Williamson, Cornel West, and dumbass Dean Phillips don't even have a shot. They're not even polling, not even above 20% collectively to get the nomination. So it's going to be between the two old guys, and it's a binary choice. The choice that I'm picking is the choice that's going to fight for my rights as a human being, as an African American woman living in this country, who is going to make sure that I have a roof over my head, to make sure there is wages in our pockets, to make sure we have all the necessities we need in terms of all the benefits. Yep, that's the necessities. And the main thing is to keep our democracy alive. Because on the other side, you are looking at someone who is an election denier and who is willing to just unravel and unleash some terrible shit, okay? Some inner nastiness that's going to hurt our democracy. So you make your choice, because those who are willing to write people in, or those who are willing to stay home, you will have a person elected in that office who will destroy every American fabric. Was the American fabric always perfect? Not really. Have there been steps to make it better? Absolutely. But this man that was in that office for 4 years have unleashed some stuff and rolled some stuff back that this president had to like reestablish again to make sure we are the land of the free. Because at one point we didn't feel like we was the land of the free under that knucklehead who is now the twice impeached, 4 times indicted former White House resident of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. So you pick your poison of what you want to do. Because I know who I'm voting for. I'm voting for the man who is going to make sure that my payments are low, to make sure that I am an African American woman living her best life, not someone that's living in shackles. And yeah, I'm not going to vote for someone that's a whole ass criminal and that's willing to send people that look like me back to where I came from. Even though most of us in this country, except the Native Americans, which is not that many of them, because thanks to the white men who did a complete genocide. Yeah, you know, we're all immigrants here, all of us. We were born here. Some of us was born here voluntarily and involuntarily. So that's my spiel. But I'm going to bed. It is 12:40 at night. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. Deuces. Peace.